Hey, everybody, it's me, Jonathan Millard, back with another Big Hype podcast brought to you by our great sponsors, Bravos Boxing Gloves. Protect yourself at all times whilst wearing Bravos, Combat Ticks, and of course, our preferred charity of choice. Please support boxers in need. But ladies and gentlemen, joining me from her house in Waxhaw.
Yep, Workshop, yep.
The current reigning, defending, hopefully this year, IBO Flyweight Champion of the world, Nicola the Hurricane. Oh, yes. Do you know what? It's my dream to hope to announce a world championship bout. So anyone want to hire me for that one? Maybe. I've got a closer cumbersome, maybe one or two Commonwealths now and some area titles.
Oh, that's good.
We're creeping in there, getting in there. So, yeah. So, Nicola, how have you been?
I'm really good, thank you. How are you?
I'm good. It's a cold, wet day, but we've got through that.
Yes.
So, Nicola, I'm going to ask you the same question I've asked everyone who's come on the podcast so far, which is, how and why did you get involved in boxing?
So, I didn't start boxing to compete. I started boxing just to get fit. So, I started actually going to a ladies' boxercise class with my friend. This class, it didn't take off. There was only me and my friend going. So the boxing coach said, well, if you two want to carry on, I'm going to cancel this class. You can come to normal boxing like sessions. You don't have to do any sparring, anything like that. Because you're here for the fitness.
Yeah.
So I started going to that. My friend didn't. She weren't bothered. So I started going to this session, but I just then carried on doing what everyone else was doing. I didn't stick to the fitness. I started sparring. I started doing pads. I was doing the bag work, the same as everyone else. 6 months later, I'm medicaled and I'm having an amateur fight.
So you got roped into this by your friend who said,
yes.
"Oh, yeah, come along, it'll be fun.
Yeah.
We'll just do it for fitness."
That's exactly what happened.
Okay.
Yeah. So she quit.
She left you there. It dropped you like Tyson Fury in the Wilder fight. She dropped you and went, "Oh, I'm going off. I'm on my own. See you later."
Yeah.
And you carried on.
She's like, "This ain't for me. I'm off." So I carried on.
So talk us then. Why did you decide then to continue? What was the driving force in you to keep going whilst your friends were going? You could have gone. Oh yeah, after the class had stopped. She had left you. You could have easily just turned around and said, "Oh, yeah, okay, maybe it's not for me." But what was it that you fell in love with?
It could have been quite easy for me to do that and leave with her because there were no other girls there. So the gym at that time was very male dominant. There were a lot of teenage boys, young men, no girls. So there's only me. But the thing I liked was I was learning something every time I went. So I was going like once a week. Then it ended up being like 3 times a week, then 4 times a week. So I just like constantly learning something and progressing all the time. So that was my main drive. And then also, because I was the only girl, I was like, yeah, I can do this. I can keep up with you boys because I get quite competitive.
Okay. So there was the competitive streak is in you anyway. I know that. I know it. Obviously, where you've gone, where you've come to. You were doing that before boxing as well. What were you doing before boxing?
I was doing dancing before boxing. So I did dancing from I think I was 5 when I started, and I was 16 when I finished. So quite a few years, and I did quite a few competitions, shows, exams, like presentation nights. So I did a lot of stuff like that. Then I got into during school, I did football, I did netball, hockey. My favourite was athletics, cross country. So it didn't matter what team there was at school, I was in it.
Yeah.
Apart from swimming, because I don't like swimming. But apart from that, I was in all the teams. So yeah, it's always been in me, really.
How do you find dancing? Oh, because we've had a dancer on you before. How did you find dancing compared to boxing? What's the comparison there? Is there similarities?
There is similarities a little bit because your footwork's got to be good, and I think the footwork from dancing did help me with the boxing. But I think apart from that, it's a bit different. Like, but then just actually, because like you've got your solo routine, so you're on your own. But then you've
Okay.
also got your group routines as well. So on the solo bit, you're on your own. Like the boxing ring, you're on your own.
Yeah.
It's just you and someone else. So I guess that's a similarity.
Yeah, I was going to say footwork is probably, I mean, the one thing that, I'm Welsh, so I played rugby,
Yeah,
badly. But one of the things that he always used to say was, there was a bit of a running joke where boxers, rugby players could be ballerinas as well. I was going,
yeah,
well, I could kind of see the similarities. And I assume
yeah.
obviously footwork and obviously boxing kind of goes hand in hand in that
Yeah, they
respect
do.
as
I
well.
think. Yeah, yeah.
Have
And
you
I'm
been able
quite
to?
light on my feet, so I think that comes from dancing.
Well, there you go. There's something there. So you've been able to use your experience of combat sport and again dancing, how to
Mm.
bring those two things together, which has given you
Yeah,
a fantastic career so far. And you've
yeah,
still got years ahead of us as well.
yeah.
So talk us through that amateur fight. Do you remember your first amateur bout?
Yeah, I remember it. So I turned up. The girl was same weight as me. She was covered in tattoos. The first thought that went through my head was, "Oh my God, what am I doing?" Because to me, she looked quite scary. But then I ended up. It was a good fight. Like I'll watch it back now and I cringe a little bit. Like, oh, you weren't that good. But then it was my first fight, so you build on these things, don't you?
Yeah.
But I can see little things now, like, oh, that weren't good, that weren't good. But I stopped the girl in the third round, so I got a stoppage on my first
Okay.
amateur fight. So I
That's
do
good.
remember that. I remember my mum and dad coming to watch. My mum went. She were a bit like, "Do you have to do this sport?" Like, um,
Is she the one
so
that looks through her fingers like this, going, "Oh, I don't
yeah,
really want to."
yeah.
Okay.
So I got out of the ring like really excited. I'd stopped this girl, won my fight. Goes over to my mum. She didn't see it. She was sat there like hands over her eyes. So,
Bless her. So how many amateur fights did you get through? Because how old were you when you started?
I think I was 23 when I had my first
Okay.
one. I had 32 altogether and won 20. I think I won 23. Yeah, I won 23 because I lost. Yeah, lost 9.
That's a really good record, actually, an
Yeah,
amateur.
and I boxed some good girls as well. I boxed. I got to the national finals. I think
Mhm.
3 times, and I always come up short in the national finals against like your Lisa Whitesides and like the year that I lost to her, she then went to Commonwealth Games, so I can't argue with that. But I won
So-
the developments. I won the developments. I won box cups. I won um 2 belts. I won an Irish competition. I won my 2 weight categories. I went over and I boxed in under 51, and
Mhm.
then the day after there was short on a girl for the under 54s, so I went up to under 54 kilos and I boxed her and won it. So I came in with 2 gold medals that weekend.
See that. See this is the president. This is the president for what happened next, isn't it? You say, "Oh, I didn't have that," but look at it, 2 gold medals, and all you had to do was have a cheeky Nando's. I'm sure, just to pop up the weight a
Yeah, that
little
were
bit. Yeah.
it.
Am I right? So
Yeah,
a cheeky little Nando's and get another gold medal. Thanks very much
yeah,
for coming along
yeah.
to Ireland. Lovely. What a wonderful day. Yeah, I was going to say there's not an awful lot of your amateur career. Obviously, box rec gives me a little bit, but
Yeah.
finding out this sort of thing, I'm not going.
They're
Just a
not
cheeky.
all on the box rec, are they? I think it's
No,
just the
no, no.
national
So
ones that's
again,
on there.
obviously, it highlights the fact. Obviously, yes, you went up against Lisa Whiteside, as you said, but as you say, if that had gone the other way,
Mhm.
who knows? We could have seen you in the Commonwealth. Yes.
Yeah, I think it was only a split decision. I
It was
think.
very,
Can't
it
remember.
was on points, so it could have been
Yeah.
could have gone the other way. Who knows? But look, that past is the past. We can't change it.
Yeah.
But cheeky Nando's is meant to go 2 gold medals for you, and that's cheeky enough as it is.
Yep.
I just love that. We then decided to turn pro. So
Mhm.
why pro?
Well, I ended up boxing quite because there weren't as many girls then as there is now. I mean, there's more now, and you're probably not going to be boxing the same girls all the time.
Yeah. Mm,
But I got to a point. I think I've boxed a few of the girls 2, 3, maybe 4 times. I
okay.
think one girl I boxed 4 times. Because I lost to her once, then I won her 3 times, and one of them
Mhm,
was in Ireland at the same competition as well.
okay.
So yeah, it were one of them, like, I need to progress and do something else now, 'cause I felt like I've been to the England pathway and I'd been to EIS, I'd done some training there.
Yeah.
They, like, had all their setup of who was going to the Olympics and
Hmm.
stuff, way back before even, like, they'd announced the team and stuff,
Yeah.
which I knew 'cause I'd been training there and sparring them.
Okay. Okay.
So then I was like, next thing is to go pro, so new challenge.
I suppose it's a different pool of girls to fight. You like you say, there's only so many times you can step into the ring with the same person, I guess.
Yeah.
Not that I've boxed, so but there's only so many times you can, there's only so many times you can play the same game plan
Yeah.
with the same people. The dance is. We'll go back to dancing. So the
Yeah.
routine is good, but you've learned a new routine, and you want to challenge yourself into a new routine. So
Yeah.
that makes perfect sense. So you turned pro in 2022,
Yeah.
which is not that long ago, really, a couple of years ago, just after COVID.
Yeah.
Up there in Bramall Lane.
Yep. Yep. Good football team.
Well, that's debatable. No, I'm a Tottenham fan, so I can't say anything at all.
Oh,
All
you're
right,
same as
okay.
my coach.
See, good people know good teams. Like, see. Not knocking Sheffield at all. Great place, wonderful venue. I sound like Donald Trump when I say that, but it is a great place, and I've been there. I've done a couple of shows there myself with Muay Thai. So I know the venue.
Yeah.
It's a good little venue. Nice little outing. First time out. TKO win on that for you. How did you feel going into the pro? What was the change for you that was obviously what you've experienced in the amateurs and shifting into the pro gear?
I think it's a bit of the unexpected, really, because I feel like the two different games in a way. Because like your amateurs, it's quicker and it's a point scoring game.
Mhm.
It's not the sitting on your shots and heavy punches sort of style where the pros is. And I think it took me a few fights to get into that sitting down on your punches a little bit. And
Okay.
to be honest, I'm still learning that as well. So I was always quite a bouncy amateur, bouncy, light on my feet, in out, just doing the point scoring,
Yeah.
hitting on the head guard and stuff. So it is. I feel like it is two different games. And another thing was like the run up to the fight, like that's different. You get the full
Okay.
camp, then you got the media stuff to do, you got the weigh-in to do, and then the selling tickets side to do, getting sponsors. So there's all like the outside of the ring stuff to do, and
Yeah.
then like in the actual fight, like I was used to like having head guard on. There's no head guard. The gloves are smaller. So it's all that sort of stuff that all builds up that's different just to a amateur fight.
I'll ask you about your typical camp in a minute, but we'll get into the thing. It is
Yeah.
different, a
Yeah.
lot of boxers who are coming on the podcast. We've talked about ticket sales and how,
Yeah.
it's a big change from just rocking up with your gear on a Friday to
Yeah.
whatever show, guaranteed, well, not almost guaranteed a show, assuming that, if like you say, there's perhaps someone hasn't turned up. There's also an opportunity if you've gone along to support some others as well. So there's opportunity, and there's no pressure on you to get bums in seats to watch you fight.
Yeah.
How did you find that? How did you deal with that? Did you get a lot of friends, a lot of family to come to that first one in Bramall Lane?
Yeah, I think I promoted it quite well. I sold quite a few tickets for that one. I got some local sponsors on board, so
That's good.
like local from Workshop, and they all came along as well. So that didn't only just help with my camp, but it also helped with the ticket sales as well. And those same sponsors are still coming to my fights now, so I'm really grateful of that from them. And all like my family came, my friends, and even people like. So I've got my boxing gym, but then I'm also sponsored by another gym in Workshop where I do all my, like if I want to go on a treadmill, if I do my
Okay.
strength and conditioning work. So you've got that sort of network as well. So I had posters up in the gym. I was selling tickets around that gym. So it's like different places where you go. You like have to promote yourself to try and sell as many tickets as you can.
You're always selling
You're
always
like
telling people
always,
what's going on with you. You just start people on the treadmill. You just say, do you know I'm fighting next month? Do you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, do you know? Yeah, okay, it's up at Bramall Lane. Tickets are £45. That's cheap, mate. Come on. Just flog him. You know, say,
Yeah.
go on. Yeah, you got this 250-pound deadlift. Go for it. Yeah, but by the way, I'm boxing on. Probably lightheartedly, but lightheartedly. I can imagine. You've got to promote yourself, haven't you, as well?
Yeah.
I mean, you started off very well. As you say, TKO finish in the first round, points in the second fight, third fight out. Then we're just edging into 2023, and again a point finish over Ivanka Ivanova, and then we had an opportunity to come forward and challenge for the Commonwealth. So a Superfly at Superfly.
Yeah.
Didn't quite go the way you thought it might have. Did you think it was going to go your way?
I knew it was a good fight. I knew it was going to be tough, and I knew of Emma from the amateurs as well. And me and Emma never come up against each other in the amateurs because she always boxed a weight above me.
Okay.
So I always knew that Emma was bigger. She was she had that longer reach, and I knew she was good. But then they offered me this Commonwealth title that I can't really say no to that opportunity because what if it did go my way? And then if it doesn't go your way, you're going to learn from it anyway, and you're going to show people what you're all about. And it went that way. But that loss to Emma, that probably, because it was my fourth fight, I think it was, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was your fourth fight in Park Arena, Park Community Arena.
That was it. On the GBM show. And I feel like that loss, I learned so much from that loss. So early on in my career that it's helped me for the rest of my fights. Do you know, like with different things that we've been through in camp and just different pressures as well, because we ended up being the main event on that. There was a press conference to do. They always do like the big weigh-ins, and then we ended up being the day of the show. We ended up being the main event, so that's an additional pressure. So I think just all the build, all that helped me really.
Yeah, I suppose the result is now realistically doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But as you said, it had that impact on you that could make that big difference. So you've taken a lot from that, from what you're saying.
Yeah, I took a lot from that. And a few weeks later, I mean, both me and Emma, I think she had a bit of a cut lip. I had a cut eye. So once they'd healed, I mean, that's how it was a good fight, to be fair. Like, we both got cut. But we were back sparring each other. A few weeks later, we were back sparring each other. And then still learning, like, what mistakes did I make and how do I correct them? So yeah, my trainer Daz, he took me sparring, and like Carl and Emma, they were up for that as well. So we've been back quite a few times since then, actually, and I feel like it really helped.
So from bitter friends to sort of bitter enemies to great friends, then, and again, someone who's now helped you, I guess, develop even more from what you said afterwards. That's fine.
Yeah, definitely.
So we had a quick turnaround. Then we were a couple of months out. Christmas period, etc. But 2024, we're back in the ring. This time up in Bradford. A little bit of the away fighter this time.
A little bit.
How does it feel? How does it change to be from home to away? And get back on the horse, as it was in this case.
So we got offered a slot on this show in Bradford, and it was quite short notice, but it was because of the loss that I took to Emma, and it was, I think, around October time. This was like February, and I felt like I needed to get back in there, and I needed to correct things that I'd been working on since October to here. So I was ready to go. We got offered this slot on the show. I sold a few tickets for that fight, but not enough to cover. So my sponsors helped out, and I think that was one of the fights where I didn't make any money from it because I needed to pay to box, sort of thing.
Yeah, okay.
But it helped me then for the rest of the year, because I was like on a win, and I was coming off the win, ready for the next fight. So I think sometimes you have to do that sometimes.
You have to invest in yourself as well, like you say. You have to invest in this career, because obviously if you don't, then it probably won't go very far.
If you don't invest in yourself, then you're not promoting yourself, you're not getting yourself out there. And it's like a business. It's like any business, isn't it? You have to pay to promote. It's the same thing.
Yeah. And coming straight off that loss into the win, and then straight into another opportunity where we actually had the vacant Commonwealth fly this time up against Gemma Rueck. And Gemma, I've known Gemma a few years. She's a tough cookie.
She's a very tough. She's a very tough cookie. I enjoyed that fight as well. I think we both got caught as well on that fight. So I don't like getting my face caught in stitches. But
you've mentioned it a few times so far, Nick. I don't.
If it means getting a belt, if it means getting a belt, I'll get caught.
How was it like being in the room with again that pressure this time, the second time an opportunity rather than a defence as the challenger? It was a vacant one, so he was open to the opportunity.
Yeah, I think in a way I felt a little bit more pressure on this fight because I'd already boxed for the super flyweight one and come up short. So if I'd have come up short again in the flyweight one, like where'd you go from there? You're then back to the drawing board in a way. So I felt like there was more pressure on me to win this one, so then I could carry on going further. And and Gemma's not an easy opponent.
Yeah. What was your coach saying to you at this time? It was, what was going on in their mind about when were they saying the same sort of thing to you as well? Was Dad saying the same thing?
Yeah, I think Dad was saying the same sort of thing, like to like move on and move up. You need to win this because if not, you're back to square one. You're not fighting for titles again. You're back to building, and you're back just to a normal fight, not title fight. So it was, you need to win it. Okay.
I mean, well, obviously the one is that we won that championship. Yeah. We walked away with about a unanimous decision from the three scoring judges at ringside that night. And we moved then on to our first defence at Skate Central. In Sheffield, of interesting venue, I could say. I've been there once now, and for a Dennis Hobson show, lovely, interesting venue. Strange enough, that was your first defence as well. How did it feel being the champion going into this, and then having that defence for?
I didn't feel as much pressure in a way. Like sometimes, like in a way, you could say there was more pressure on you because you needed to keep the belt, but then I was going in there a little bit more confident because I had won it. But then when Mary Abbey came out fighting, she was there to win. Like she was another one that come to win, and she got a proper camp as well. So, she didn't make it easy. They come to win.
Well, that's kind of what the hope would be, that they came to win. You didn't. You said then that she had a full camp. You didn't.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, but
on that one.
Yeah, I did on that one. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I thought because I thought you said you didn't get a full camp, but okay.
No.
So let's talk about the camp before we talk about the big one. What's a typical camp look like for Nick?
Typical camp. So I've got my boxing coach. So he does like all the boxing side and everything like that. I'll spar a few times a week, depending where we are being camp. I'll probably spar 2-3 times a week. Then we'll start tapering it down towards the end. We'll do bag circuits to get my fitness up a little bit. We'll do technical pad sessions. But we will try and do stuff like technical wise outside of the camp. You know, like at this point now where I haven't got a fight, we're working on things I need to work on. So then when I do get into camp and start sparring, those things will hopefully come natural. So probably the technical stuff is like now, and then in the camp bit is more sparring and getting ready for the actual fight. Then I've got my partner who's also my strength and conditioning coach. So she'll try and plan strength and conditioning sessions. So she's done her boxing science qualification as well. I don't know if you've seen them online. They do like all your top athletes like S&C. So she went over there, put herself through that course, and just so that she knows what I need to be doing and when. So she'll like schedule. She'll really around the boxing. So if we've got a schedule for boxing for the week, like you're doing, I don't know, sparring Thursday, pads Friday, whatever. She'll schedule the S&C where it should go, and she'll also schedule like certain runs as well. So like a sprint session when you've got a light pad session.
Because she's a competitor as well, isn't she?
Yeah, she does
but
bodybuilding as
in
well.
body, yeah, it's going to say a different kind of different aspect of the different aspect. But she's done the big ones as well, isn't she? PPC, is it the PPC?
She's done PCA.
PCA,
She's done quite a few. I can't remember names of them all.
I know. There's a couple out there. I've hosted one or two as well, so I know when.
Have you?
So they're a different pressure.
Yeah, they are.
Different pressure completely.
God, that's not me.
Give me boxing any day. Yeah, I've hosted one. I'm looking. I'm the fat little chubby MC in the corner, and then there's these guys who are like extremely muscly, ripped, and you're fine. Carry on. So she's taken it on herself to get involved in your career as well and help you with that. That's fantastic.
Yeah,
you've got so much support around you.
She went and did the qualification because it's a bit different to PT and your normal lifestyle clients as well.
Yeah.
So she's got all like what the explosive movements I need to be doing and all that sort of stuff. So just leave that with her. And then she's also does nutrition as well. So she does all my nutrition when I'm cutting weight and stuff like that.
That's fantastic.
So got a good team around me.
Yes. All of this around you is to help you, support you, which obviously has paid dividends because mid last year we had an opportunity to come down and challenge for the IBO, Flyweight World Championship. So IBO World Flyweight, whichever way you want to say it. I think it sounds better if you say anyway. But this was again back in Sheffield. On home ground, pretty much for you. How did it feel going into that? You'd had a camp. How did it feel arriving at the venue that day and all that build up to it? How did it go?
So I'd had full camp. I think the date had moved on this one. So I think it was supposed to be June, if I remember rightly, middle of June, and it was moved to the middle of July.
Yeah.
So I had the full camp, and then we got the extra. So we took a bit of a week where I just pulled training back a little bit because I started peaking, ready for the fight.
Okay.
But then I had to pull it back a little bit. So we had like a light week, and then we went back into it, ready for peaking again at the right time. But when I went into it, I don't think I was as nervous as what I was for the Commonwealth one, in a way. But I don't know if that's because I was the challenger. And I don't know, I just trained really hard and I believed in what I'd done in the training and also how many years that I've been doing it, and it all builds together. So I think I started believing in my capabilities a little bit more by this point. And I kept saying, like, in my mind, I'm gonna win it, I'm gonna win Marie Connon, and like it's like self-motivating yourself, isn't it, and believing in yourself. And I did a lot more a lot more of that like mental sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Like visualizing. Someone once told me, one of my friends once said, like, you need to visualize these things to make them come true. And I tried it and it worked.
Yeah, I'll agree with whoever said that too. Certainly, I've visioned myself doing a lot of things recently. I've been able to achieve them. Now I've done some of the things that I've ticked off my bucket list in the last couple of months. So it's this. And it's if you don't think about it, if you can't believe it, you can achieve it. So if you can believe it, you can achieve it. Totally.
Definitely.
I suppose you said you were coming in as the challenger. I know, and again, you had been a challenger for that before, or similar for a belt before. You had also been in the vacant opportunity. Is there more? I don't know what's the word I want. Is there more? Not pressure, but is there more sort of less on you as the champion? Because you've defended a championship as well, albeit the Commonwealth. And you've said, well, it should have felt like you had more pressure on you, but it didn't. Is that something you just sort of took in? Well, actually, I've been in the challenger position before.
Yeah, I think it's because I'd been in that position before, and like the one with Emma, it was a bigger show. And I feel like that's where I learned a little bit more as well, like how to deal with the pressure on the last few days before the fight as well.
Yeah.
So that's probably a learning from that show, with it being a little bit bigger and it all being kind of new to me as well. So being the challenger and then boxing for the vacant one, that was another like new experience to me, and I think you just learn to build on each one, and then it became easier as it went along.
And
I'm sure.
Conan is a tough cookie as well. She's she brought that game as well.
Oh yeah, definitely. I did watch some of her fights that were on
Okay.
YouTube, and I knew when that I was watching her, there's she was doing things that I knew that she's she's quite good. She knows what she's doing in boxing ring, and she's got that title as well. So she obviously knows what she's
Yeah.
doing, and she can handle herself in the ring. So I had to really focus and during my training camp and just listen to what dads were telling me, and we were drilling certain stuff and right, work on that in sparring. You might not get it first time, but you need to work on it because it's going to work on Marie
Yeah.
Connon. So I went in some of the sparring sessions, and I'm trying to do new stuff because I need to learn how to do it on an opponent, but then it's hard trying to do it when the other person's throwing back at you. So sometimes with sparring, I were going in there and I'm getting caught because I'm trying to do this like certain punch or a combination, like not all the time, but like when I was trying to get that combination off or trying to get that punch in until I could get the timing. And it's all right doing things on a bag and on the pad, but when you've got somebody throwing shots back at you, it's totally different.
Yeah.
And it's just it's just working on it and timings and yeah.
Well, learning anything, like I say, I was just going, the more you do it, the better you become, obviously. Like you say, you've got someone throwing those jabs at you and you just go, do you know what, if I can just nip that way and okay, I'll go hope down.
I
get
you can go on bagging, you can do it on bagging, even if the bag's moving, you can still move, but then a person is unpredictable. Like you could think, oh, well, the bag's coming this way, I'll slip that way, but then a person could just whack a different shot in.
catch you with a hook, or you're like, oh damn, okay, a body blow if you pull those shoes. Anyway, but you put Conor down in in the 6th round. You won on split decision. But still happy to walk away with the champion. What was it like when they announced? I think it was my good friend Bob actually was the MC for that one. Bob Blundell. How did it feel when hear your name being announced as the new?
It was like I started crying. I think my instant thing was I was that happy. I just started crying and just couldn't believe that I'd actually done it. That was my first reaction. And then like when they give you this bell and you're holding it, you're like, oh, I've actually won it.
The realization that you're carrying this thing in front of me. Yeah, it's quite heavy. And okay. What did you do afterwards? Did you go off and party, celebrate the rest of the evening off with family?
Well, I
partner?
had to. They did so in the skate central. They have like an upstairs part, which I think for my first fight we went up there, and I think for this fight we went downstairs in the casino because there's a casino downstairs, and everyone just kind of congregated in there.
And you celebrate? Did you have a big party? No. Oh, he's back in the gym the next day because they're like, ow, with the ice pack on your head.
I think I had a week off after that one.
That's all right.
I did. I went on holiday. Me and my partner, we'd booked the week off after the fight, but I'm mentioning it again, because I'd been caught the last fight or whatever. Last time I boxed for a belt. We didn't dare book a holiday in case I had stitches in my head, and I was like, I can't fly if I've got stitches in my head. So we ended up just booking a last minute holiday and we went abroad to Spain.
That's fair enough. You jump in the plane, a couple of nights away in Barcelona or something. I'd do that every day. So this brings us up to modern day. Well, pretty much, but we've got a bit of news, a bit of other news, and hence the reason why we're your management reached out to me, which was actually you've signed now with Vote Boxing, with Dan Francis and a couple of the guys there. What's happening with you then? What's happening now with this change of management and this change of team around you?
I'm just waiting. Well, I think we're just waiting now for the board to actually process it, and then we can get going really. And I know that Dan's working hard in the background. We've come up with a few suggestions of what to do next. But I think Dan's actually reaching out to different people and just trying to get me a different, like, see what he can find, see what routes he can get. But what I have noticed with Vote Boxing, they are very much a team,
Okay.
and they do keep you in the loop, which I'm really happy about. And like, he's gone out reaching out for like these interviews and podcasts for
Yeah.
me to do. I've never had that before. Social media, they were straight on it. As soon as I signed the contract and sent it out, they were on it. They announced it, and then from then they're creating posts for me. They're trying to up my profile. They're really good team, really good.
Dan is one of the hardest working men I know in boxing.
He is. He had a big involvement in the world title fight as well that I did with Marie Conham.
I'm sure he did.
Yeah.
I mean, number of different people I've worked with on the board, and he's sort of almost in almost every one. I'm like, how do you? And he's like, oh, come with you the car, John. It's fine. Drive me up to Sheffield. Drive me up to Ryan Rose show. Yeah, mate, jump in the car. Let's go, because we're not far. We don't live far from each other, actually. And I was like, okay, so it's not far. About 45 minutes away from each other. So it's kind of like, fair enough. I get it, but yeah. So he is one of the hardest working men, definitely in boxing, and working quietly in the background. Probably not giving his dues enough, because a lot of the fights and a lot of the shows that he's involved with are fantastic shows.
And they're on it all time as well. Like, I had an interview one day last week, and the day of the interview, oh, Nicola, don't forget you've got this interview at this time. Just a little reminder for me as well. And like this morning, I got the reminder for tonight, the link through. They're just on it. They're so organised.
Fantastic. So they're pushing for you, I'm going to guess, for a title defense. That's what the next step is, I'm guessing?
Yeah, I think so.
We don't know. We don't know yet.
We don't know, but we're hoping so.
Or are we looking for another belt? Are we going to be a collector? Is it strap season, as my friend says?
I'd happily collect, yeah.
Belt collector? Nicola the Hurricane Hopewell belt collector? Sounds good. Sounds good. Undisputed?
I'd like that as well.
There's a lot of opportunities here. There's a lot of opportunities that are going around, and boxing is such a well, it changes daily. The scene of boxing just changes daily, with all these things of it, Zuffer and Turkey, and it's hard to keep up with nowadays.
Yeah,
how much is going on in the sport. Well, I look forward to obviously whatever comes next for you. Is there something that Nicola would really, really like to do next within the sport that she would like? This is what, it doesn't matter if it doesn't happen, but this is what you would like to do. Is there something that you think, do you know what? Yeah, I'd like that.
I'd like to be on a TV show.
Okay.
That's one thing I'd like to do. I'd like to be, like in one of these bigger arenas and on a TV show. I would like to do that, and then I'd like to collect belts. They're my two.
Is there a particular belt you like? Is there a particular belt you like a different, like a green and gold or a red as well to go with that? Little green.
I like the green one, but I think to get the green one, I've got to box for all of them because they're all held by the same person.
Who knows? Let's say. But that sounds like a plan. Let's get you on TV. Let's get you on a Matchroom or Queensbury or Boxer or something. Something out there. Something's got to happen. Because women's boxing is on the rise. I mean, MVP is doing fantastic things. Perhaps Mr. Paul wants to reach out to you, Dan Francis, and say, let's get her on. Let's get her out there. Let's get her on one of these US shows. Would you happy travel? Would you? I know you've been the away fighter as well, but.
I don't mind traveling. I think I've boxed in UK. Nearly all my fights. I mean, I've only ever boxed in Ireland twice as an amateur in Sweden for the Box Cup. So I've not actually boxed abroad as a pro. So yeah, I'd happily travel.
Sounds like a plan. Dan, make it happen. Dan, make it happen. Should get that a t-shirt saying Dan, make it happen. Fantastic. I think that's going to be fantastic. I'm looking forward. This is an exciting part and accepting chapter now of your journey as well. And I'm sure that great things are going to come for you. Do you want to give your sponsors a bit of a shout out as well? And because you've mentioned them a few times, I think it's only fair that we give them a shout out now as well. The ones that have helped you get to where we are today.
Yeah. So I've got some workshop-based ones. They've been with me from the beginning. So we've got 7 Core Electrical, we've got BRS Electrical, we've got the Mallard, which is it's a little pub on the train station in Worksop, and they've been with me from the start as well. And
Big
then
shout
we've
out.
got
That sounds
JTM
similar to my
Building.
name. Sounds similar to my name. Big shout out to them.
Yeah, and we've got JTM Building. They're based in Leeds. They're a building company. So again, they've been with me from my first fight as well. I've had other ones, like 1 fight deals, 2 fight deals, stuff like that. I've got my sponsor 10X, who provide all my proteins and electrolytes, everything like that. They send me every month, so that's a big cost saving as well for me.
Good.
With stuff like that. Yeah, so I've got some I've got those ones that are there every single fight.
Good. One further question, which is one I kind of
Mhm.
like to sort of ask just for my own really thing. When you've done everything you want to do within boxing,
Yeah,
and all
yeah.
those trophies and all those belts are in the in the glass cabinet looking at you from the
Mhm.
corner of your room, what does Nicola want to do?
When I finish with boxing, I'm currently doing a PT course, so I'm doing PT and nutrition,
Mhm.
a little bit like what Martha does, but I'd like to go into something like that, and I'd like to do probably a boxing course as well, and move over to that side so I can help people as well, help people train and do similar things to what I've done. Because I know how it feels to achieve it. So if I can help someone achieve it, then I feel like I'm still contributing to the sport.
That sounds like a plan. That sounds like a good plan.
Mhm.
Nicola, we have a closing tradition on our podcast, which is
Okay.
called the final round. So it's an either
Okay.
or question. So Nicola Hopewell, current reigning defending IBO flyweight champion of the world. Are you ready for your final round? Seconds out, final round. Southpaw or orthodox?
Oh, you actually froze then.
Oh, did I? Southpaw or orthodox? Oh, can't get the staff.
Orthodox.
Orthodox.
Is this what I do? Is this how I
No,
box?
whichever you prefer. Which do you prefer, Southpaw or orthodox?
Oh, orthodox, but I like
Orthodox.
switching to southpaw to trick people.
No, I'll switch it. Okay. Body shots or headshots?
Headshots.
Training alone or with a partner?
I like both.
Okay.
Yeah, I like both. It depends what I'm doing. If I'm
Okay.
doing technical stuff, I prefer on my own.
Fair enough. Early bird or night owl?
Early bird.
Heavy bag or speed bag?
Heavy bag.
Underdog or favourite?
Favourite.
Boxing gym or out amongst the trees?
What was the first one?
In the gym or outdoors?
Depends on weather.
We live in
I like
Britain.
being outdoors. as
We
long as
live in
it's
the
sunny.
UK. It's going to rain. Let's be honest. Okay. Short and powerful punches or long and technical?
Long and technical.
Play dirty or fight clean?
Fight clean.
Loud crowd or quiet atmosphere?
Loud crowd.
Quick knockout or strategic win?
Strategic win.
Okay. Hypothetical question, may never happen now. AJ or Fury?
AJ.
AJ. I won't ask you why. Nicola, how do people get involved? How do they follow your journey? How do they get involved? How do they support you?
I'm on Instagram, so just my name, Nicola Hopewell on Instagram. Facebook, Nicola Hurricane Hopewell. I'm on Twitter. That's just Nicola Hopewell, I believe. I'm on TikTok.
Okay.
I put a few things on there. Just Nicola Hopewell again. I think that's it.
Sounds like it. Sounds good. We'll try and get
That's
those
all of
linked
it.
up. We'll try and get those linked up down below where we
Yeah.
can. We'll ask management to send that over to me. So, Nicola, thank you so much for coming on the Big Hype podcast. It's been wonderful finding out more
Thank
about you,
you.
and I hope that the listeners have enjoyed this as well. We wish you every success going forward. Hopefully, a big title defense on a mainstream platform.
Yeah.
Somewhere in America. Let's hope you get all the threes in a thing, and that would be an undisputed opportunity for you as well.
Yeah.
Let's get that in as well. Nick, thank you so much for coming on the Big Hype Podcast. Have a wonderful evening.
Thank you.
No worries. Take care.
Bye.